friends and family, one of the roadblocks, tragically, one of the roadblocks against African American kids with respect to education are some of the negative attitudes toward learning that exist among some of our own people. Some of our own people. Far too many of our African American youth succumb to the incapacitating siren song of low expectations and misaligned social values. Far too many of our Black and our Latino young people are failing school not because they lack the ability or because they lack the opportunity, but because they don't believe that education is important. The terrible truth is that there are some folks in our own community who will give you a hard time, make fun of you, diss you, put you down if you are disciplined and enthusiastic about learning, if you like knowledge, if you care about getting good grades, if you speak grammatically correct English. There are some Black people, and I knew some of them, and some of our kids still know some of them. There are Black people who will say that you are being corny. They'll say that you're acting white. That's right. When in fact what we're doing is trying to advance ourselves and following the legacy of intellectual achievement that is as old as the human race itself. I remember when Chris Rock told that joke about how some young Black men get more love from their peers when they come out of prison than when they come out of school. We laughed when we heard it because it was funny. Chris is funny, but we laughed because we knew it was true and it was tragic. So this is suicidal thinking. It's really a social genocide that we're committing on ourselves, and we have got to continue to carve out this poisonous mindset, like the cancer that it is. And one of the ways we do that is to remind our young people something about history. See, the thing about, if a Black person ever says to you that you're somehow not being Black because you're academically, intellectually inclined, that is a brother, that is a sister who has no knowledge of his and her history. That is a profoundly ignorant remark. What do you mean being smart is not Black? You don't know anything about your history if you say that. Because from the epoch of the pharaohs, Ramses the Great, Akhenaten, to the University of Timbuktu in the West African Kingdom of Mali, to Cordoba and Granada, those great Moorish cities that were the seats of educational learning and international scholarship. They literally attracted scholars from all continents of the earth during the Middle Ages. And then we come to our own history in the United States. We'll just name drop a couple. Benjamin Banneker, Phyllis Wheatley, writing poems during the Revolutionary War period. Inventors like Elijah McCoy and Granville Woods, and so on and so on and so on and so on. The bottom line, the fact is, I got to give props to Frederick Douglass, self-educated, got himself out of slavery. You know, Frederick Douglass became so articulate when he wrote his autobiography, critics wondered if he actually could have done it. They said, how could a man who grew up in slavery be this eloquent? Because the brother worked hard, that's how. How did Benjamin Banneker build that clock? Because he took the time to study and do it. So the point is, the beautiful, wonderful reality of our history is that from antiquity through all of history up to the present day, Black people have always been smart. God created the races. Human beings created that racism that started telling lies. No. We've always been smart. We've always been intellectual. We've always been academically oriented. We have always been disciplined. We have always been about family. We have always valued knowledge. We have always been goal-oriented. So, young stars, students, we cheer. We applaud your dedication to the classroom, and we encourage you to just keep on aiming for excellence. Just keep on aiming for excellence.